it's kind of, in the words of my daughter, a no-brainer for you to join with us because we're in the business, I think all of us, to keep Oklahoma beautiful and to draw people to our communities. Beautification does that, and we like to help you make that happen, and we provide the programs and projects that provide volunteers and funds to make that happen, which defray taxpayer dollars. And I'm an old, I grew up at the state capitol, so I love to hear that phrase, defray taxpayer dollars. So if you have any questions, I'm here to answer or I'll take my lead.
And how much is it? 100 a year?
A whole $100 a year.
For the KGB?
Yeah, for KGB.
I will tell you, I've met with Sue DeSharm and Joe Chappell today with Neighborhood Solutions. Neighborhood Solutions has already voted that they would like to be the vehicle that carries this. So the city would not be making a department, hiring someone, doing anything like that, and they would like to pay the $100 to apply and with that carry out the mission that you have in your strategic goals for fiscal year 15, which is to make the community a more aesthetically pleasing location. So what's great is that Neighborhood Solutions already does the mission work of Keep Guthrie Beautiful potential, of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful. And as I went to a training that they've done, and I'll tell you what, the $100 is worth the day of training that they provide. It is top-notch training. And in that training, I'm looking at everything that all these other cities are doing, and the affiliates are doing. We're already doing them. So we're ahead of the game. And for me, it comes from thinking about what, I look at our Parks Department that is trimming roses downtown and how much time they spend doing that. Could we potentially defray those costs and get them to work on things such as clearing the dams, things that actually affect water quality rather than beautification? And so I look at that. The way that we can also get grants is very important. We don't have access to Keep America Beautiful or Keep Oklahoma Beautiful grants today. And at a $50,000 tune per year, that's nice for us to be able to, and when I say we, I do mean Neighborhood Solutions, to apply for. They already do Great American Cleanup. We already do that. We already, the city last year put extra roll-offs off. We've taken in electronic recycling. So I think what's neat about Guthrie is we're already doing these things. If Neighborhood Solutions will move forward and do it for us for a little while, I think that's a grand idea.
Well, and her daughter's word, it's a no-brainer.
No-brainer. It's no-brainer.
Whatever.
Well, I'd like to talk about that workshop. Those workshops we do provide for free, and they are a good training tool for all of the community that participate. But we also, affiliates get an affiliate forum that the public isn't invited to. So you got a really good workshop, but you're going to miss the affiliate forum, which is where our affiliates share those best practices, and you get those ideas for what programs they're doing or what projects they're doing or what can you do in your town to make it better. And that's what I love about going to Keep America Beautiful conference, is just sharing those statewide programs. You think, oh, we need to go back and do this in Oklahoma. So the workshops and the forums for free.
We have a program to demolish buildings, and you're talking about painting them. Is there any grants to help us demolish some of them?
Get rid of them.
That need to be demolished faster?
If you can classify it as some means of cleaning and beautifying a roadside, you can apply for those roadside beautification grants. Keep America Beautiful has grants for some projects like that, but I'm going to be honest with you, they're real stickler about who they give money to. They really want to give it to their affiliates only, like I want my grants to be for my affiliates only. We kind of work around that sometimes. And I apply for the money, and it's passed through.
Okay.
It's, to me, I apply for the money to do the project in partnership with my affiliate,
Okay.
and then I get the money and I pass
See,
it. We did that with.
You tear it down and you call a letter.
Yeah,
paint the spot.
Tear it
that
down
he
and
was
leave it there.
on. We could paint the spot that he was on.
See how ugly that is?
I mean, you do a really big cleanup like that, then I tell DEQ how good you are, and they come and recognize you in a big press conference and say you're a DEQ clean community. Collect a few tires that day.
We collected
How many are we doing every year? John, you're on top of it.
How much what?
How many buildings are we taking down every year?
Yeah.
5.
About 5 a year?
Well, I take them down, why not paint them and make them?
No, these have trees running.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Across the street from.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, I can't think of the town that did it, but they had a building that they wanted to tear down, and there was a tree growing in the middle of it, and et cetera. They cleaned it out, and there's this historic brick frame, and they've made it a green space for a park downtown. I wish I could remember what town that was, but it was won one of our awards. It was such a cool project.
Well, we've actually, inspired people to tear their own buildings down, which is actually good also. We're doing more than 5 because we've inspired people to clean themselves up.
Well, there you go.
Inspired.
There you go.
Inspired.
Is that a good word?
That's a great word.
I think it was.
It's inspiration in a letter.
They were inspirational.
Any other questions for Keep Oklahoma Beautiful?
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you all
lot.
very much for asking.
Appreciate it.
Finally.
Okay, number 5, request for future items of discussion. I got hammered this morning big time and yesterday. And since Mr. Myers Engineering is here, this works out kind of good. Concerns about all the new sewer lines, or the truck stops we got going in out there and the new hotel. They're worried about the sewer line capacity that runs from I-35 and Highway 33 that goes through the residential neighborhoods for the water treatment plant. Will that existing sewer line be able to handle the additional product that's going to be coming from over there?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, a lot of those lines we had worked on back there in the CMOM project, and the load from those, what do you call those, the 2 truck stops, or at least the one, it's not dramatic. It's not like having a industrial facility or something. So, yeah, there is a certain demand, but we don't see this being a problem with what we have. And the truck stop on the north, they're going to bore a line underneath I-35
Right.
and tie into the existing line on the back side of the existing Loves. And so we.
Now, on that line, it was cast iron, did they not, is that the one they just ran a smaller line through?
I don't think they've done it yet. Have they built it?
They were down there, yeah. I mean, they were.
I think they're already done.
On the sewer line,
I think
crossing
so.
They're done
35?
down there.
Because there's I noticed the other day when we
No,
drove
cross
down the road,
I-35,
yeah.
no.
I'm gonna try to
They're
pull
right
us
there.
back
I don't think
to
they've hooked up
Open
the
Meetings
truck
Act.
stop.
We don't have this listed as an item,
Yeah.
so the discussion makes me a little nervous. If it's a future item that y'all wish to have, we'd be happy to put it on there.
They're going to do the research.
We've already researched the topic and
Sure.
found not, it was
Okay.
brought up to me as well from some residents, and so
Right. Yeah, you just keep hitting me with it every time. So
they
that's
can
something you're
call,
concerned about.
me or Bill
Okay.
anytime.
Yeah, we'd love to talk to them.
Anything else?
So you've got the previous items there. The Cottonwood Dam, we want to get rid of so far.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotcha.
yeah.
Thank you.
Do we need to vote on this? Oklahoma
It's
Beautiful?
not really the city. I may come to you, it's not city funds.
Neighborhood Solutions gonna pay
We've
for it,
already
they're gonna run it,
appropriated
so.
But
money.
do we need to vote on it to put our name on it?
If you would like me
I think we
to,
gotta vote approval.
how about I draft, like a partnership, an MOU agreement, that shows support for it?
With Neighborhood Solutions.
Gotcha, yeah, with Neighborhood Solutions. Can do that.
Anything else? We're adjourned.